Good morning. I'd like to call this morning meeting to order at 9 a.m. Thank you for joining us during our weekly virtual MLS breakfast meetings. My name is Cecilia Rito. I'm American Heritage Realtors, and I'm your September MLS program chair. A little about me. If you've read my bio, it's all boring. I've been married 52 years. We have 4 grown sons and 2 grown grandsons, and one is a freshman in high school. I started my realtor career 55 years ago, and one of my favorite accomplishments, which some of you might remember, not very many, was the RUG group. At the time, it was called the Realtor User Group. We had no idea about computers. I had no idea about a computer. So it was a little while ago. And so we started this RUG group to learn how to make flyers, how to work the computer, how to use Word and PowerPoint. And we got classes set up at Pasadena City College. And it was a great time to learn computering. My other great accomplishment was always being on the scholarship and the charity committees, and then starting the foundation at West San Gabriel. Off the clock, I spent 2.5 years in hospice, training volunteers for the hospice program. It was a great time in my life to be able to do that. And when it became a job, I said goodbye. I had already trained 50 volunteers for the program. It's a brand new program that I taught. Okay, that's a little about me. Now some housekeeping tips. All participants will be muted upon entry to the breakfast meeting, and you should have questions. And so please put them in the chat box and they will be picked up later. Okay, and if you can't unmute yourself, you're not supposed to. We will unmute you at the time of your presentation. Okay, please remember to join us for our weekly meetings every Thursday at 9 a.m. And as always, this meeting is being recorded and will be available online on our YouTube channel, West San Gabriel Valley Realtors. Please remember to follow our WSGVR social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can also watch all of our pre-recorded videos on YouTube. Text WSGVR to the number 72727 to get text message service on the latest information for West San Gabriel. Now, here is a quick CRMLS tip. And this is important information, so please pay attention. Media is defined as any depiction or expression of works, including but not limited to photographs, images, drawings, audio, video, and virtual tours. By submitting any media to the MLS, the participant and subscriber represent and warrant that they own the right to reproduce and display the media, or they have produced such rights and all necessary licenses from appropriate parties. Branding of any media submitted to the MLS is prohibited, such as agent, broker, or brokerage names and photos or logos. Visit the www site for more information. And what I want to break down is, this means that if you put a picture on the MLS, make sure you took the picture. If you got it from a photographer, you have to get a release from the photographer to put that picture up. Okay, next. Our affiliate spotlight is going to be Julio Bravo from Lauren Ashley Staging. Our speaker is going to be Catherine Lee, who is the mayor of the city of Alhambra, and we're honored to have the mayor. To be eligible for today's raffle, you must be displayed on the screen with your name and not a phone number. We will not accept any phone numbers. So our affiliate spotlight is brought to you by the affiliate committee. Our chair is Sage Gomez by NHD, and our vice chair is Brandon Savronsky, First American NHD. Our affiliate spotlight today is Julio Bravo from Lauren Ashley Staging. Julio, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much for the introduction. Let me see if I can share my screen here with everybody. So I'm Julio Bravo with Lauren Ashley Designs. I know this is an affiliate spotlight, but I would say that this is more about Lauren Ashley than it is myself, but I will give a little bit about myself as well. So Lauren Ashley Designs, I'm actually the owner operator of the business. We've been staging professionally for about, I would say, 11 years now. We have a new member to the family, Ava. She's 6 weeks old now, youngest member of the family, youngest of 5, and I'm blessed to have all girls. So who is Lauren Ashley? I get this question a lot. Lauren Ashley is my second oldest. She's a recent graduate of UC Davis, and no, she doesn't work for the company. There's Lauren, went to Temple City. And then her older sister, Brittany. Second, I would say the middle child at this point, Valerie, and that kind of captures the mood with her. Samantha, used to be youngest. Now she's going to have to part ways a little bit for Ava. And then, of course, Rocco, our residential. He goes with us, believe it or not, on the trucks. It's kind of funny. He likes to travel with us. So we got a good picture of him there, too. Let's see. So stagers, a couple things. Stagers do not need to carry insurance, true or false? We get this a lot, and the answer is, of course, false. Stagers do need to have insurance. There's a number of issues that come up. One is, if one of the movers gets hurt on a client's property, who's liable? Well, technically it would be to the property, but if a stager is fully insured, as they should be, they'll carry workers' compensation, general liability, and can be bonded as needed for various projects. And that's important to note. Let's see, so we've taken a lot of time and care to make sure that we've got all the different things that we need as a business. Our facility, is located in San Dimas, California. We operate a 10,000 plus square foot location. We serve LA, Orange, San Bernardino, Riverside, and we do Ventura, and we've done San Diego as well. So we will travel. We operate our own fleet of trucks. That means that this is one in Chapman Woods. We are US DOT registered, so that means all trucks carry federal and state limits for liability insurance as well. Also important to note. Embarrassing to admit, but I one time did have a driver clip a single family residence one time, the roof line. They didn't pay attention on the driveway. So stuff does happen. And of course, trucks are maintained in accordance with commercial guidelines. And then we get to COVID-19 protocols. So we do provide contactless solutions. All furnishings are sanitized, and we also have PPE equipment as well, or PPE, I guess, right? So a little bit about myself, my background. I've been involved in staging since 2011. I currently have the staff that combined 25 years of experience collectively. I'm a graduate of UCLA, go Bruins. I studied abroad in Andalusia, Spain, where I focused on cultural impact of Moorish rule on Spanish architecture that eventually became the classic California style. Nowadays, so I spend a majority of my time with my daughter as key staff manages the day-to-day operations. So I'm not nearly as involved as I used to be. Presentations and things such as this, or more of what I do nowadays. We actually have a really good staff that takes care of most of things, and I'll introduce her in a second. So some projects. This is City of LA. I don't remember where, to be honest. San Gabriel Valley project, Pasadena, another Pasadena. And of course, if you want to see more, you can always go to our website, laurenashleystaging.com. There's a portfolio page, and I believe Instagram has a tremendous amount more. House.com does as well. A lot of projects out there. So Jenny Alvarez, so introduce her. She's our project manager, and she's the one that would be lead contact on just about everything. So she schedules pretty much every single activity that occurs. So a big part of our group. How to contact us. So Jenny Alvarez, there's her number, 626-803-3870. And of course, Jenny at laurenashestaging.com. And you can also visit us at laurenashestaging.com as well. And you can submit a request for information through the website as well. Couple final notes before wrapping up here. We lost recently one of our really key components to our organization, Anthony Gomez. Was around from the very, very beginning. He was only 24 when he passed away this past month, and our hearts are still hurting just a little bit for him, but he was a big part of us. And finally, Rocco, just, I love staging. So if you have any questions about our business, please feel free to reach out. But, thank you so much for the opportunity to be the affiliate spotlight. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Julio. That was a wonderful presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now let's do affiliate spotlight, or I'm sorry, not the spotlight, but the affiliate introductions. Who do we have today? Sandy Franco from First American Home Warranty.
Hey, first one. Happy Thursday, everyone. Sandy Franco, First American Home Warranty. Have a fabulous rest of your week.
Nancy Chan from Lawyers Title.
Second, Nancy Chan, Lawyers Title. Have a wonderful week.
Juanita Wu from Home Warranty of America.
Hi, Yurita Wu, Home Warranty of America, your 13 months home warranty. Have a wonderful day. Hi, Cecilia. I love your story.
Thank you. Mark Wu. Allstate Insurance.
Good morning, everybody. Mark Wu from Allstate Insurance for your property insurance needs.
Sage Gomez, My NHD.
Good morning, everyone. Sage Gomez here with My NHG. Have a wonderful day.
And we have Angie Tang from Stewart Title.
Thank you, Cecilia. Good morning, everybody. Enjoy Caravan. Angie Tang, Stewart Title.
Cosmo Sanchez. Oops, Hung Cheng Insurance.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. And thank you from Hong Cheng Insurance.
We have Teresa Lamb from Corinthian Title.
So this is Teresa Lamb from Corinthian Title Company. Just came back from my week's vacation. I ended too soon, but anyway, I'm happy to be here. Thank you, and at your service.
Brandon Savronsky from First American NHD.
Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone is having a fantastic September. This is Brandon Spransky with First American NHD.
Next is Cosmos Sanchez from New Aim Funding.
Good morning, everyone. Please reach out with any lending questions. Thank you.
Maria Howard, Old Republic Home Protection.
Good morning, everybody. Maria Howard here with Old Republic Home Protection. Always here to help you with all your questions and concerns. Please let me know how can I assist. In the meantime, you guys have a fantastic day. Thank you.
Thanks, Maria. All right, now we have open pitching, and we only have one listing being presented today. And I do believe the listing is from Michael Dilsaver, but Myra Ascension is going to present 8215 Garibaldi Avenue in San Gabriel. Go ahead, Myra.
Hi, good morning. I belong to the PFAR board. This is my first time pitching to San Gabriel. Good morning.
Welcome.
The Dilsaver Group has a new listing. It is a 3-bedroom, 4-bath. Amazing potential for income. There's a detached guest house. There's also a detached garage. Enough space for 2 cars, and the driveway itself from the front of the house has about 5 to 6 spaces per car. The lot itself sits on over 16,000 square feet, original hardwood floors, original wood windows, window trims. It's a gorgeous house. If you guys can come this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, I will be holding an open house 1 to 4 p.m.
Thank you very much. All right,
Caesar.
now we'd like to welcome our guest speaker today, Catherine Lee, who is the mayor of the city of Alhambra. And Tom Tsang who is the key contact to Alhambra, will handle your questions and answers. So please enter them in the chat box. Now here's Pauline Lamb, who is the key contact team member, to introduce our speaker. Take it away, Pauline.
Good morning, everyone. I'm so happy to introduce you our very special speaker today, Kathleen Lee. Miss Kathleen Lee currently is the mayor of the city of Alhambra, and she also serves as city council member for District 1. Thank you, Mayor Lee, to come to our Zoom meeting to speak to us. Now, please help me to give a very, very warm welcome to Mayor Kathleen Lee. Mayor Lee, the floor is yours.
Well, thank you. Good morning, everyone. I have to say, this is the first time I believe I've talked to a group of real estate agents or real estate related guests. So it's my honor, my pleasure to speak to you. And I'm here today just to make a short presentation. I know it's before 10, so I try not to be too boring. And like I was introduced, I was actually a full-time teacher to a bunch of 6th graders. So at this time, they're wide awake, and hopefully that I could get you engaged and offer my help any way I can. So I was asked a few questions yesterday, and I have a very short PowerPoint to show you based on the questions that were given to me yesterday by the team. So just real quickly, Alhambra has 5 residential districts as well. That 5 residential districts is really what divides the Alhambra. Alhambra in general is a historical city, and right now the Alhambra City Council is going through a process where we're going to eventually adopt the Alhambra Historic Preservation Ordinance, and is designed to be adopted sometime in the 2021-2022 fiscal year. Right now, we have a consultant that we have contracted who is going through a historic survey. I brought that up because I think it might have be interest to the real estate agents and real estate related field people, because once that's done, the homeowners can voluntarily join the program and put their homes in this program. And the advantage of being in this program is that there could be a tax credit for any repairs or update that's done to the house that's under the preservation program. And the owner can opt out at any point. So we don't have the details here, but I just want to introduce that to you, because it is the city council and many residents desire to preserve Alhambra, whatever we have left of the city. And we have a lot of craftsman homes. I happen to live in a colonial house with brick exterior. So many residents who lived here for a long time, who grew up here, really kind of want to hold on to that character. And the city council also would like to see that on our commercial streets as well, in particular Main Street. So if you happen to be driving down Main Street in Alhambra, you could see some of the buildings are historical. They have traditional characters, and some of the buildings I noticed some of the new tenants actually have made it even more traditional than before. So that's the overall effort that we're doing right now in Alhambra, trying to preserve our characters. And in the picture, you can see on the left, we used to have the Midwick section. Some of you are aware of that. That's somewhere around Fremont. There used to be a country club. So we have a museum on Alhambra Road that has a lot of old photographs of what Alhambra used to look like. And on the right, is a picture of a home that's actually on the market right now. I happened to be at the open house 2 weeks ago. It's in my neighborhood, in my district, and the features are just wonderful. And so if anyone who wants to purchase a home or homes that have that traditional characters, it is our desire as a city council to preserve that as best we can. And so yesterday I was also asked to present some of the efforts from the city council to increase our economic development. So right now, a lot of our efforts are geared towards the commercial section of the Alhambra. And all these that I'm putting on the slide right now are actually on our strategic plan for 2021, 2022. And once it's on the strategic plan, our staff will be working on it in certain order based on the availability of time and resources. And one of the things that we have just talked about in our public meeting on Monday is the economic study for the East Main Corridor. That is the Main Street section, east of Chapel, all the way to the border between Alhambra and San Gabriel. Many of those commercial units have been there for a long time. And so the council contracted our consultant to do an economic study, what will be the best, I guess, land use, and what will be the mostly financially feasible for the landlords, if you will, to put there. So that is actually is available for public to view because it was in our public meeting. And we also would like to make sure that West Valley is also being looked at. So we will also offer a contract to consultant to look at West Valley in the same fashion. What I'm most interested in is in the design guidelines. Right now, there's really no design guidelines for the commercial area. So we would like to have a design guideline put together as well for East Main Corridor and West Valley, so that eventually, I guess my vision is that if we take our time to really plan the city well, then we can move forward. And in a way, if you think about it, that really preserve our real estate value of the homes, surrounding homes nearby. And so that's why the city council, all 5 of us are really on the same page in terms of really having a master plan for the city now. And that should be done by the end of fiscal year 2021, 2022. So I really look forward to that. And we also noticed there, partially due to COVID and partially due to, even before COVID, we have some empty storefronts that have been there for a long time on our commercial streets. So the council decided to ask our staff to really actively looking for potential tenants, businesses to come in and to help out the landlords in filling in those vacant storefronts. Main Street is in my district, downtown Main Street. We have quite a few vacancy, and even more so during COVID. And hopefully that we will reverse the trend and bring in more tenants. And we actually have been very successful. We have, I see on the report from the city manager, every month there are more businesses coming in. Some of them are restaurants. As all of us know, that Alhambra has this reputation of city of restaurants. And I welcome that, because this city is a city of diversity. And that's where my vision is for the city to stay as diverse as possible and culturally diverse, but also at the same time create unity. And so one of the things is that our residents are very used to having a diverse selection of restaurants to dine in. And so for that matter, to help out with our businesses, our restaurants, we are very much welcoming any outdoor dining permits issuing to our restaurant owners. And so there have been some increasing effort in setting up outdoor dining so that our residents can enjoy outdoor dining for those who are concerned with COVID, and more restaurants opening up for indoor dining. And so as far as I know, I was informed that our Chamber of Commerce also has been doing a really good job in using brokers and contacting investment opportunities. And so I usually have a monthly meeting with the board of Chamber of Commerce. And so in any way I can, I will help them out in any issues that they have for the businesses. So And some of the issues that we discussed just this week is something to do with the business permit process. And that's, I'm aware of, there's some issues with the time and the amount of time it takes. And so the city council is aware of the problem. So we put on our strategic plan to streamline our permitting process for businesses, also for ADUs and outdoor dining, these three in particular. I was asked this question and yesterday, so I was a little surprised, but I think, definitely it is a very important issue for Alhambra. As many people know that we are no longer extending the 710 freeway, and we finally bring a closure to that. So in turns, we are using our Measure M and Measure R money that's allocated to us. And we have hired a consultant to look at the mobility improvements, especially on Fremont. And right now, Fremont is rated great, has an F grade, unfortunately, E and F grade during peak hours, morning peak hour and the afternoon peak hour. And the council's vision objective is to make sure that we can improve that grade from an F to possibly a C or even better. It is a major street that our residents are taking from work, to go to work and after work, being the Freeway 10 entrance is right there. So we have done, so far what we have done is the consultant have presented at least 4 different options how to improve the traffic flow on Fremont. And we had a few Zoom meetings, and it's going to be a very extensive work. And once it gets started, it probably is going to take about 2 years of construction and so on and so forth. And the most likely the surrounding homes will be affected by the construction. And of course, our objective is to minimize the interruption and the noise, to minimize that so that our residents are not impacted greatly. There's an option of using eminent domain, and the council is trying to avoid that. That will not be a good idea, to use eminent domain to take over a few of the surrounding residential homes or rental homes. So that will be an option I personally would like to avoid if we can, because there are a few other options to take from. Next slide, please. All right, so I don't know if I ran over time, but hopefully that was enough for you to generate some questions. And I was told that, to see my horses, that to wake you up. I actually own 2 horses, one miniature horse, Jack, on the left. He is about 6 years old right now. And to the right is Wiley. That's one of my caretakers when I'm not around. And Wiley is about 7, I believe. Actually, Wiley's about 5. And Wiley was a rescue horse. And the reason I brought it up was also because Alhambra used to have a equestrian neighborhood right around Margarita School. And I was told, and there were some stables and over there. So, it'd be great one day we could bring back a section of equestrian neighborhood. Wouldn't that be wonderful? If we have space for it. Thank you very much. Any questions at this point?
Hello, Mayor Lee. Thank you very much for your wonderful presentation. We do have a few questions coming from the public. Some of them might be a little too specific. If you don't have the answer in handy, that's perfectly fine. The first question we have is, can you tell us a little bit more details about the options on Fremont? And can the traffic flow on Fremont be relocated about half mile before Fremont and expand those streets to Huntington Drive instead of Fremont Avenue?
Yes, that's a very technical question. So without having the actual slides in front of me of the options, I could generally describe the efforts in terms of mitigating the traffic flow. One option will be at the exit, Freeway 10 at Fremont. We might expand the exit. It might go into multiple lanes. Right now, I believe the exit will go into a residential street, which is probably, I think, 1 lane each way. So one option is to have the cars exiting the Freeway 10 at the Fremont exit go into multiple lanes. So that actually is a concern because right around Fremont School. So we will have to be very cautious in terms of how it's going to impact the school as well as the residential area around there. I think there is a rental unit nearby. So if we use that option, like I said earlier, which is probably my least favorite, we will have to use eminent domain. And so that's something the council right now is trying to avoid. We're looking at other options that will not have to exercise eminent domain so that no one's impacted in a very negative manner. Another option that I remember is actually elevate Fremont Avenue at a certain point. I don't remember the technical term for it. So part of Fremont will actually be above ground. So that would be a very interesting concept to take if we were to go that route.
And one more question was, would that put restrictions on remodeling? I'm assuming that is for the historical preservation and updates.
So I believe the question has to do with the preservation program.
Yes.
Oh, yes. So generally, there are a few steps that we have to follow. Number one, the consultant that we hire will have to do a survey. The survey basically is looking at all the homes. And I like to actually include commercial units as well. Looking at all the homes and put them on an inventory. That means that the consultant in general look at the home and deem as something that should be preserved based on the characters and so on and so forth. Once the home is on that survey, that inventory list, we call it context assessment, then the homeowner can voluntarily enter into that program. So once your home is in that program, then the updates, yes, it will be somewhat restricted. And we at this point have not decided which body will be the one that will approve the remodeling or upgrades. And I'm almost guaranteed it's going to be exterior only. And so it could be the design review board that's going to be the body that determines to approve the upgrades or remodeling if that home is in the preservation program. Or we can create another group of commissioners that will be designated just to review and approve the upgrade. And it could also involve the planning commission as well. So yes.
The next question is, how is the city of Alhambra addressing the housing development incentives to rezoning of idle retail sites? This is in regards to SB 15 Portantino.
You know what? I'm not very familiar with how SB 15, how does it work in Alhambra as well? That will be a question really for the staff.
I see. Any updates on the empty lot on Fremont Avenue, just north of Valley and below IHOP?
You're talking about the former Lowe's site?
I am not sure. I'm reading the question as they come from the
I believe it was on the west side of Fremont. That used to be, the proposal at one point was to build a Lowe's home improvement center. And so right now there is no application as far as I know that has been submitted, but I believe there have been some interest in reconsidering Lowe's and maybe other retails, perhaps restaurants. But there's no application as far as I know that's been submitted.
One question is, can you provide some updates on the Villages project? We knew their proposal was previously turned down, and they seem to be replying again without much change. Do you foresee the project getting approved anytime soon with the current proposal, or where do you see it having a better chance of getting the project approved?
Okay, That project has been rejected by the planning commission earlier this year. And it has been it got appealed to the city council. And we have been working with the developer, and we've had at least four or five public meeting on this project. And so many residents around that area are very much concerned about the traffic impact if this project is approved by the council. So the council is looking at that. Typically, council members look at the pros and cons, the benefits and the negative impact of any particular development. So the negative impact of this development that could bring to the community will obviously be the traffic. And so that's a big concern. There's also, right now, we are addressing the contamination that is on this site, and also the contamination in that particular area across the street as well. So that could be a problem that will, if this project is denied, that could be one of the factors that is denied based on the contamination. And there are some benefits to the community. That's also something that we consider as well. The community of the benefit from this project will be that it will be open to the public to visit, even though you're not a resident there. There's a lot of green space that the public can come in and enjoy. So that's something that we consider as well. So it's always a very difficult process, like a large project like this, such as the villages. But in general, we weigh the benefits and the negative impact.
Thank you. That was a question for many of our members. And which sectors are the city looking to expand more in its general plan and zoning changes? In other words, is the city looking to have more commercial, retails, warehouse, office, or multifamily homes?
Actually, all of the above, because Arena, the city, many cities, including Alhambra, we have to look at our zoning. We cannot downzone any particular neighborhood, residential neighborhood. We might have to look at increasing density in some neighborhoods based on our consultant's recommendation so that we can plan for Arena number of housing, which is 6,825 for the next 8 years. And that's a tall order to fill because we have high population density, but we have no choice. We will have to look at our entire city and look for ways to plan for it. We may not actually build 6,825 units, but we have to plan for it. So we're looking at increasing density maybe in some area. And also one of the recommendations is looking at mixed use options on commercial streets. But at the same time, as a city council member, the sales tax revenue is our top revenue source. So we definitely, and I definitely want to look forward to attracting more business coming in. That would definitely bring in more sales tax revenue. But at the same time, our residents also enjoy our shopping experience if we have more choices. So earlier I talked about the vacant storefronts. That's something we wanted to work with the landlords to bring in businesses that will survive, that will be successful, something that our residents will enjoy. So that's something, it's a combination of all of it.
Thank you. Next question comes from our current president, Mindy Ye. Her question is, thank you, Mayor Lee. Is there a streamlined process to expedite the business license? How is it streamlined?
Oh, yeah. So that's something I mentioned earlier. That is something we are aware there has been some complaints. So one of the things that, again, this is something that will be better answered by our staff. But as far as I know, that we are using electronic tools to help streamline the permit process. So it could be that the application is submitted online and that the applicant can track the progress online as well. So I believe before that is pretty much manual. So I look forward to that.
Thank you, Mary Lee. And our last question, please tell us a bit more about how the city plans to help the business owner to survive through the current economic hardship, or if we have any current plans in place. Thank you.
Yes, some of the things immediately during COVID that is to look at the restaurants. So Alhambra doesn't really, pre-COVID, Alhambra doesn't really have that many restaurants that have outdoor dining. And there might be a few here and there. So last year, right in the middle of COVID, during the peak, we talked about allowing outdoor dining as soon as the restrictions are lifted for restaurants. And so we have quite a few restaurants that have outdoor dining sections set up. So one of the things that I like to do is I actually want to schedule a meeting between the city manager and the CEO of our Chamber of Commerce to bring in some issues surrounding outdoor dining permit. There could be some problems, so we like to hear from the chamber in terms of how to make sure the process is a lot easier for a restaurant to set up outdoor dining areas. And for other small businesses, we work with the Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber of Commerce has been very good in terms of highlighting businesses around the city and put that on the what we call around Alhambra, which is the circulation. And I personally have attended quite a few ribbon cutting events where we present certificates to the owner and we take photos together. And I personally would sometimes turn around and post it on 3 major social media to get it to let people be aware that there's a business open, to bring up the interest. And I mean, it's a variety. I've been to ribbon cutting, to a pharmacy, restaurants, automotive repairs, anything we can think of. My optometrist on Garfield, she put my visit on Instagram. It's a way of trying to do a variety of different things to let people know these are the businesses in Alhambra, and I like to keep our business in Alhambra. And so we have many choices, and we have enough social media exposure. Hopefully our residents will keep their dollars in Alhambra.
Thank you. Lastly, there's just a comment from our affiliate member, Teresa. Alhambra is very lucky to have you as their mayor. And I definitely agree 100%. Thank you for being genuine, and thank you we're lucky to have a friendly mayor. Now I'll return the board to Cecilia Ruder. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Mayor Lee, for your wonderful presentation. You did an excellent job. And please don't hesitate to contact Wes and Gabriel regarding any of your real estate questions or needs. We're here to help you. We have team members that are devoted to Alhambra to be able to work with you in anything you've got questions about, okay? Thank you again. Okay, how about an attendance drawing? Wes and Gabriel members only must be present to win. Your name must appear in the chat box with your phone number and proper identification. Okay, our first winner is Annie Leong.
Anne is here. And you need to type in your email address on the chat box.
Our second winner is Daniel Chan. Daniel, are you here?
Daniel is here.
Oh, wow, 2 for 2.
Oh, wait, hold on. I have Daniel C-H-E-N. Is it C-H-A-N or C-H-E-N? I have 2. Sil, you muted yourself again. Hold on.
It's C-H-A-N.
C-H-A-N.
Okay, C-H-A-N is not here. C-H-E-N is here.
Okay, let's try again.
Oh, there's C-H-E-N.
C-H-E-N.
So what C-H-E-N is here? Daniel?
Put your name and your email address in the chat box, Daniel.
The CHEN one.
Yeah. That's funny. For those chances.
Anne and Daniel, we don't see your email.
Teresa Lamb, are you still here?
Yes, she is. Hold on. Teresa? I think all of them put us on radio mode, huh? What shall we
Maybe
do?
they can't unmute themselves in there.
Are you
No.
sure that Anne
No.
is here and Daniel Chen is here?
Yes. Anne is here, and I know Anne personally, so I know she's here. But she's not, they put us on radio mode.
Teresa Lamb, are you here?
She's still here, but probably shall we call their name 3 times and move on?
Okay, one more time.
Yeah,
Annie
'cause they might have walked away.
I think they just put us on radio mode.
Annie Leong. Annie Leong, 3 times. Daniel Chen, CHEN, going once. Daniel Chen going twice. Daniel Chen going 3 times. All right, Teresa
Oh, there he
Lamb.
is.
Wait. Daniel Chen
Oh,
is there.
yay, there he
Yeah.
is.
Okay,
Got a winner.
Teresa. Okay, we get 1. Teresa?
Teresa Lamb twice. Teresa Lamb 3 times. Sorry, Teresa.
Okay, so we have 2 more drawing.
Yes.
This is a good test, see who's here, right?
Stay to the end, people.
Okay, Yoon Chen is here. Yoon Chen. CHEN.
The Chens are in it this morning.
I know, but are they here? You want to try 3 times?
Yu Chen, second call. And Yu Chen, third call. Put your name and your email in the chat box.
I guess this one is
to
out.
win the
Okay.
prize.
So we
Moving
still have 2.
along.
We still have two more $10. You know, if we hike it up to 20, I'm sure everybody will be here.
They'll pay attention, yeah. Daniel L. We could have more than one.
I don't know who Daniel L is. I don't think this person is here. I don't know who Daniel L is. You know, if you guys register, please register with your last name. Don't put Daniel L.
Nancy Qua, Quach. Nancy, are you here?
She says she's here.
Nancy
Nancy,
is here.
can you put in your email address? There you go. Great. So 1 more left. So
okay, let's go.
Caesar, a bottle of wine. I don't think that would work. Frankie.
Chuck. Frank Vi.
Okay, this person is here.
All right, Frank, email. What I do is I put my name in there with my email in there ahead of time. So all I got to do is press the button.
I'm here.
All right.
Scare us. Frank, can we have your email address, please? And then we have a new member too. The girl that won, she is a new member for us.
Wait, I'm sorry. Who was that last winner?
Frank Vi. VI.
Okay.
And Nancy is our brand new member.
Okay, and Frank needs to put his
Frank,
email.
besides scaring us on the chat, can you put your email address, please? So we can send you the Amazon gift card. There you go. Great. Thank you.
Good. 3 $10 winners. Thank you very much for participating and staying to the end. Okay, how about joining our education classes? You see the website there, www.wsgvar.com/events/education schedule. Okay, we've got selling today's clean energy and all electric homes, Thursday, September 16th. That's today, 1 to 2 o'clock, and it's free. Our 45-hour DRE license renewal continuing education webinar is on Friday, the 17th from 9:30 to 12:30, and the cost is $85. Make sure to register for that ahead of time. 2021 Code of Ethics training. This is a free class to West and Gable Valley primary members only. From 1 to 4, this is a requirement that you have to fulfill before the end of the year. And it's free to our members. CCIM CI 101, Financial Analysis and Commercial Investment Real Estate, September 20th to the 24th. It's a class from 9 to 5:30. It's a 4-day course. The cost is a CCIM member candidacy is $1,200. A Realtor West and Gable member is $1,460 for non-members. Okay. Don't forget the CAR Expo coming up very shortly, October 5th to the 7th. There's all kinds of speakers that you can plug into and events on the convention floor. Register today for free.
We have a quick little video, so.
Okay, you gonna play the video?
Yes.
Good. Let's listen.
Time to find your comfy spot wherever you are and get ready to dive into this year's Reimagine Real Estate virtual event. That's right, we're virtual, so kick back with your laptop, your coffee, and your slippers. This year's lineup includes industry experts and CEOs, top producers, and marketing gurus that have been killing it, all here to share their knowledge and provide insights to help grow your business for years to come. And we're supplying you with timely information to get you back on track, your business booming, and fresh perspectives to push you to the next level. Hop from room to room to chat with potential business partners, get the tools, resources, and takeaways you can't find anywhere else. Staying connected is what our industry is all about. So just because we can't be together in person doesn't mean we can't stay connected. Being virtual doesn't mean we stop all the fun. Stop in to see if you're a winner at our major prize drawings. Relax with yoga and then rock out while the DJ spins live. Don't miss this free 3-day event. But if you do miss any sessions, we've got you covered. All content will be available on demand until December 31st. Did we mention this is all free for CAR members? Connect with thousands of realtors by signing up today at reimagineexpo.org.
Excellent video. And West and Gabriel is famous for winning prizes. So make sure you attend. You can win computers. You can win all kinds of good things. Gift cards. Okay, please join us next. Okay, please join us next week on September 23rd at 9 a.m. When we were going to have Christian Hoisdraft, who is the manager of the federal programs. She is from the NAR. I'm sorry, it's Christian. He is from the NAR, and his topic will be the NAR federal update. It's an important topic, and we look forward to having Kristen in our house. Okay, make sure that you visit the website, www.wsgvar.com, for all your real estate needs, and make sure that you register for the next week's program. You'll get a link to be able to come in next week. Okay, the meeting is adjourned. We thank you very much for being with us today. Have a good, productive week. God bless.